Welcome back to Defenders of the Realm. This time, yes, I think this episode we're going after Sapphire. However, I think we're going after Sapphire with just the Barbarian and the Dwarf. I know, it sounds crazy, but I think we can pull it off, I hope. Because the Druid has more pressing matters. We have a lot of corruption crystals out on the board. Our Druid is the best option to get rid of them. And so let's begin with our Druid. He has his first 5 actions. He's fully healed now, finally. He's going to just teleport himself to Serpent Swamp. So let's go ahead for his first action. Oh, and I've shuffled all the decks as well in between. So his first action, he's popping up to Serpent Swamp. Alright, so for the first action, he teleports himself to Serpent Swamp. Why does he do it? Because there's 2 corruption crystals right there. So for his second action, he's going to start trying to remove the corruption. Now for him, he gets to roll 2 dice, and any 5 or 6, he gets to remove just 1 crystal. So even if he rolls 2 5s or 2 6s, he can only remove 1. So for his second action, he gets a 6 and 3, so 1 of the corruption crystals has been removed. Now he can do that again. And I think he might as well. So for his third action, he's going to try that again. And he gets another 6. Oh, nice. And that gets rid of the second one. So there's a little bit more breathing room now when it comes to corruption crystals. That was his third action. His fourth action, he'll move over here to Griffin Forest. Now remember, he's in a green location, so he will not take any damage from minions. And while he is there... yeah, let's have him go ahead and attack. For his final action, he will attack the green and the red minion. So a green die, a red die. 3 for the green, 4 for the red. And he gets just 1 of them. So he takes out the green minion. The demonic minion stays. However, he will not take any damage. And that's very quickly the end of his turn. We're going to zoom out. He's going to grab his hero cards. Alright, he's going to grab his 2 hero cards. This was all shuffled up. And the 2 hero cards he gets is a special. Place a magic gate on any location. 2 for Varkalak. This is actually a pretty good card. And he gets a Varkalak card. So he's going to discard this one. He has 9 cards. This will get him down to 10. So yeah, let's take a look at his 10 cards. Why wouldn't we? Alright, so he can place a magic gate anywhere. Battle Luck. The active player rerolls all failed dice. We could use this against Sapphire when the Barbarian rolls, because we know how well she rolls. And then he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He's got 10 cards. He's got the 4 Sapphire cards, but he's not going to be participating in the Sapphire battle. However, we're on to Darkness Spreads now, and 2 cards. So you know what? I'm going to give this another shuffle. So you don't think I cooked the Darkness Spreads card, because we were supposed to shuffle all decks. Oh my god, at the end of the last turn. Alright, shuffled enough. And here we go. First one is placing minions and moving generals. Orc War Party. Add 1 orc to each location that currently has 1 orc and only 1 orc. Okay, well, and then Varkalak. Well, Varkalak is no more. So we have to find every location that has just 1 orc, and I think that's just Golden Oak Forest. Oh no, and Thorny Woods. Ugh. Okay, we have Golden Oak Forest gets 1, and Thorny Woods gets 1, and that's the only locations that have just 1 orc and only 1 orc. Now, is that minion, or because the general is at Thorny Woods? Oh, you know what? I don't think we put 1 at Thorny Woods, because we have 1 orc, but we also have a general. So I'm ruling that you don't actually put 1 there, because that is not the only... There's not only 1 orc and only 1 orc and nothing else. So that's it. Alright, second card is just general movement only. And we have the demon going to Angel Here Falls. Well, the demon's already there, so that's not going to happen. Alright, that was our Druid's turn. Up next we have the Barbarian. So let's figure out what we want to do with her. 5 actions. Alright, so just to start off, the Barbarian currently has a hand of 10 cards. So her 10 cards are 1, 2, 3, 4. She's got 5 demon cards. Valazard cards. She's got 1, 2, 3 Sapphire cards and 2 special cards. I think it is time to just go right ahead and do the special card right now. That's Dark Vision. Draw the top 5 cards from Darkness Spreads deck, place them back in any order, or discard any you wish to discard. So we're going to burn this card. We're going to do that. We're going to grab the top 5 cards off the Darkness Spreads. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, I just grabbed 5. And we can put them back in any order. So I will have to take a look at these. Do we have any really nasty ones? We don't mind the Varkalok moving. That's an okay movement. That's an okay movement. So is that one. Sapphire to Greenleaf Village. We 2 minions. We don't want that one. And this one. All right, let me take a quick look at this. We're going to put these back in any order. Discard any we don't like. All right, so I'm going to organize these. We are going to discard this one, the Bounty Bay and Brook Bridge and the Sapphire moving. So boom, we're discarding that one. And then we're going to have this one come up first. This one come up second for just general movement. This one's going to come up third placement, and this one's going to come up 4th general movement. So we're going to put those back on top. So we know that we're not going to be in too big a trouble for at least the next 2 Darkness Spreads phases. So that was a pretty good use of that card, I think. All right, we have the Barbarian now needing to get over here where Sapphire is and try and take his lights out. So I think, I hate burning these demon cards, but I think we want to get over there or not. We have to discard card. No, we're going to keep it. We're going to zoom down. We're going to have her take her 5 actions. All right, so our Barbarian is just going to go 1, 2 right here to the Ancient Ruins. And she is going to, for 3 actions, she's going to try and get rid of these minions, because you cannot attack Sapphire while there are minions around. So let me see if I can get the dice tray in there without knocking too many things around. She has a green minion and a dragonkin minion. And this will be her 3rd action. She's got 3 chances to knock them all out. First action, she gets a 3 and a 3, so she gets rid of the green minion. That was her 3rd action, so she's got 2 more chances to get a 5 or 6. I try and take, come on, we got to get a 5 or 6. Gets a 4, and her final action. Come on, we need a 5 or 6, Barbarian. She gets a 5 on her final action, taking out the Dragonkin. And now Sapphire is sitting there by herself, which is awesome. Well, okay, now it's time for the Barbarian to grab a couple of cards. Alright, Barbarian is going to grab a couple cards off the top of the deck, and Mermaid Harbor. I hate to chuck this out, but we're going to, because it's a Varkalok card, and we're going to keep the demon card. So this card gets discarded, and now she has 10 cards. She's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 cards. Yep, she's going to be using those 3 right away. But she's got a mitt full of demon cards, so that's good. All right, that was her grabbing her 2 hero cards, and now we know we are now spreading darkness. So the 2 spreading darkness cards, we're going to get 2 red minions at Ghost Marsh. All right, at the top of the board, we get 2 way far away at Ghost Marsh. Not going to cause a corruption crystal. 3 demonic characters in any 1 location minions is going to be a corruption crystal. Not happening. And now we get 1 green minion, if it'll focus, at the Whispering Wood. Which I didn't need to adjust. The camera is actually right here. Okay, well, there's 3 there. That's not great. And now we're general movement. Well, we know Varkalok's destroyed, so that general movement is not very good. And the second card is just general movement, and we put them in this order because we know the demon is not going to move to Angel Tier Files because they're already there. And that, very quickly, is the end of the Barbarian's turn. Up next, the Dwarf. Okay, so the Dwarf is here. The Dwarf's going to do 1 action to here. We're going to try and clear out these green minions. So for his second action, he will be attacking the 3 green minions. And of course, we only need a 3+ to take them down. And he gets 2 of them. Okay, well that was his second action. For his third action, he might as well attack them again. We only need 1 action left over. Third action, and he gets a 1, so he whiffs. Absolute whiff. So, first action, second, third. His 4th action is to move to the Ancient Ruins. His 5th action is to attack Sapphire with the Barbarian's help. So, we're going to be committing cards, and we're going to be attacking Sapphire. Okay, so the Barbarian. The cards the Barbarian is going to commit are the... We're going to keep the special. She's going to commit, so 1, 2, 3, 4 dice. She's committing these 3 cards to the attack. So she'll end up getting 4 dice, and yeah, we discard the cards. They're out of the game. So she ends up getting 4 dice. Was that 4? 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, she's got 4 dice to roll against Sapphire. And the Dwarf. What does he have? Now remember, Dwarf can re-roll all failed dice against Sapphire. So he's got 1, 2, 3, 4. He's rolling 5 dice. And Sapphire has 4 health. So he gets 5 dice. Roll against Sapphire. And he gets to re-roll all of his failed attacks against her. Okay, I'm going to have to get things adjusted here. And we're going to start the Barbarian, or sorry, the Dwarf is actually going to start, but let's take a look at Sapphire's card first. Alright, so we take a look at Sapphire. She has 4 health, so we basically have to do 4 hits to her. Hits on a 5+. A little bit hard to do, but the Dwarf gets to reroll all of his dice, and the Druid has the reroll all failed dice card. So theoretically, we are going to be rolling a total of 9 dice, and we can reroll all the failed ones. So it's basically like rolling 18 dice. Should we be able to take out Sapphire with that? Yeah. The only thing here says returns to full health if not defeated in single combat, in a single battle. So basically, if we don't take her out, she just is totally healed at the end of the combat. And if we're defeated, we lose 3 life tokens and D6 hero cards for every hero that participated in the battle. Alright, that's just a Barbarian and Dwarf. Can they take down Sapphire? Let's find out. Oh dear. Alright, we got to take on Sapphire. We are rolling. The Dwarf is going first. He gets 5 dice, and he gets to re-roll anything that's not a 5 or 6. Come on, Dwarf! Okay, this is good. He gets 2 hits. Now remember, Sapphire only has 4 health. 2 more hits. The Dwarf gets to re-roll. Come on! I don't know why we even have the Barbarian in the game. There's no point. So that's 5 damage. Sapphire's defeated, but we've committed our cards already for the Barbarian. This is actually good because now we can keep the re-rolls for when we attack the demon. So the Barbarian comes in to help the Dwarf who's already killed Sapphire. So gets 1 hit. So the Barbarian comes in and just, stands on the dragon and says, yes, we've killed you. Well, that's it. The Dwarf becomes the Dragon Slayer as well. Oh god, I'll zoom out and we'll take a look at the back of the Sapphire card. I know, I'm just making this game look so easy, and normally you get pretty much squished in this game, but wow, things are going relatively okay. Sapphire. Alright, the Dragon Slayer. And the Dragon General is slaying the hero that lands the final blow, takes the card and becomes the Slayer of Dragons, feared by all dragon-kind minions. During a combat action, the Dragon Slayer, in addition to normal combat action, defeats all dragon minions present at that location. So that's the same thing as the Demon Slayer, or sorry, the Undead Varkalak Slayer. He is now the Sapphire Slayer as well. So his board's going to start piling up with generals. He's taken out 2 of them. Wow. And yes, they each get 3 hero cards. We'll do it in order. So the Barbarian, for winning the battle against Sapphire, gets 3 hero cards. It's a Sapphire of Varkalak, another demon card. Oh man, how many cards now does the Barbarian have? Hang on. The Barbarian's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Exactly 10 cards. Perfect, I think. Yeah. The Dwarf is just sitting here with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards. He's going to be pulling 3 for the defeat of Sapphire. He gets of Varkalak a special and demon. Ooh, what is this special card? Battle Fury. Defeat all enemy minions at your current location. You must spend 1 action. Well, yeah. He can pretty much do that anyway, especially against the undead and the dragonkin now. So cool. Alright, that's the end of the Dwarf's turn. We've taken out Sapphire, second general. Oh yeah, so the war status must move as well. So yes, every general you defeat, you must increase the war status. We're still in mid-war, which means each player draws 2 Darkness Spreads cards at the end of their turn. The first card's used for minions and movement, and the second card's used for movement only. So it is now time for the Dwarf, at the end of his turn, to pull 2 hero cards. And what's also cool for the Dwarf is he's going to be starting his turn on a red location next episode, which means he's going to get 1 extra action. It's all good. Alright, so he gets 2 more hero cards. That's going to take him to 11. He's going to have to discard one. Warwick Highlands. Ooh, that's a good one to keep. He's going to... Oh, hang on. He's actually going to discard this card out of his hand and keep those ones. So he's going to discard the Markalak card, and boom! So, ending him off, he's going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 cards. And yeah, you can see next episode, I think we're going to go on the hunt for the demon. Right on. That's his 10 cards. And he gets an extra action next time. Yes, it is now time for Darkness Spreads. 2 cards. We're still in the mid-war. This is minions. So Wolf Pass will get a blue minion. Alright, Wolf Pass is way up here and gets a blue minion. Our next minion placement is an undead at the Dancing Stones. And the Dancing Stones is right here, which now has 2 minions. And of course, general movement. We picked this because the general's not going to move. Gorgut is not moving, and the next Darkness Spreads card is also general movement, and we know that we are not going to be moving the demon player to Ravenforest. That's 1 backwards. Demon player not going anywhere. Alright, we're going to zoom out. We're going to wrap up our episode for today. Alright, well that's going to wrap up our episode for today. Sapphire out of here. That's 2 generals down. We have the demon general here, two spaces away from Monarch City. We're gunning for you next episode. We had our Druid this time, taking care of some of the corruption crystals around here. So now I think we have 7 corruption crystals left. 2, 4, yeah, we have 7 left to place on the board to lose the game. I think we're doing okay. We have the demon player to take down, and then we have to go after Gorgut. And Gorgut's been vacationing in Thorny Wood since the beginning of the game. He's just not interested in moving, I guess, which is fine with us. So thanks so much for watching along. Thanks for your comments, subscriptions, likes, dislikes, participation, views, everything. Appreciate it. This is Defenders of the Realm. We're playing with the Druid, the Barbarian, and Dwarf. We'll see you next time for the continuation.